Hello. What a day, a week, everything. And I got to say, it sure is quite nerve-wracking. But hello there. My name is Stifan Seamus. I am an intuitive reader, spiritual healer, and advisor. And we do intuitive readings on this show. I am quite pleased to be here in this moment with you. I understand things are not very pleasant right now. So we need just a little bit of an escape. And quite frankly, that's why I'm here. Hello there. So, hello to Facebook, hello to Periscope, hello YouTube, and hello Twitch. We are restreaming today, simulcasting, and it's gonna be a good day. We are going to start off like we start off every show. And if you've not seen the show before, this is my first time that I'm actually able to get all of the platforms that I'm streamed to at the same time. So if you haven't seen any of the other shows, you can go to YouTube, and my channel is named Guide of the Light on there. And Donna, yes, you may. I will start doing readings here in just a moment. But first off, I like to start off this session with a message from the Archangel Oracle deck. So, I believe that these are, especially in times like right now, where it is good for encouragement and taking a moment, which recently the messages have been to take that moment. So I usually do this first, so we're going to get that out of the way, and then we'll get to any readings. Donna, if you're available to stick around with this for a little bit, we'll get to your reading. You'll be the first one up. I'd like to, if it would be at all possible, do that over Facebook call, so that there's not this lag time. There's about a 40-second to 1 minute lag time. So just to kind of try to clear that up, if we can do Facebook call, that'd be great. If not, I understand, and it'll be all right. But we're gonna get into this first. So Archangel readings. Let's do this one more time. Okay. Since you jumped out too. Okay. So, fade the music back there just a hair. I really like to start out this way. And sorry about the camera. But the reason why I start out like this is because it kind of gives an ambience, okay? A drive and a direction to the readings to come. So, the first card that was drawn was creative writing. This is Archangel Gabrielle. Gabrielle says, make time to write down your thoughts in a journal or pen an article or book. So, maybe right now we're kind of feeling very condensed in, like we don't know what's going on or where to go with our own direction. So, this creative writing kind of helps us to clear our thoughts sometimes. Sometimes whenever I just need to clear my thoughts, sometimes I just have to sit down and take a moment and just lay stuff out, write stuff down that just comes to my mind, right? So this is definitely a good tool in doing that and trying to keep us, halfway sane for the time being through all of this that's going on. The second card right here, this is Clear Your Space. This is from Joe Fael. Get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use feng shui. Okay, so I'm not much into feng shui, but I do know that this energy clearing, this is excellent extension of keeping us in this moment of centeredness, centered in on us and remembering who we are and where we are in of ourselves. So then, the creative writing kind of connects to that. And I think we'll also see that these two, the creative writing, that's going to clear our thoughts, also help us clear this energy that may be negative, that may be pulling us down. out of the this just blahness from, oh my gosh, what's next? So the next card is this card. This is Angel Therapy. And this is Raphael. Raphael says, give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. So, there you go again with this thought of letting go. Let go of whatever energies are really just bogging you down. And how can we do this metaphor of giving our cares and worries to the angels? Well, we do that by the creative writing and clearing our space. Okay. Then for some reason, Zadikel fell out of the deck with clairaudience. So Zadikel wants us to notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. So, taking a moment to process, okay, what am I feeling? What is actually being said? What is actually being done? And just trying to be in that moment, okay? That is what I think we should be looking at, especially during a time like right now with all of the craziness going on with COVID-19 and all that surrounds that. I mean, it's okay. It's okay to be kind of it's okay to be kind of not knowing, I can't stress how much it is that in this moment in time of what seems like just utter chaos, we still have the opportunity to move ourselves forward. And I think that that's what is being relayed here, is that we need to take a moment and step away so that we can take the extra moments of our life and take the step forward. Just because we're at a sociological standstill with all the closures and all of this going on right now doesn't mean that we can't still do what is best for our higher self. And once we realize that, and we get to the point of doing that, then we can move forward. So, we are so very happy to be with everyone and ready to do this thing. So, Donna, now, I do usually charge for my readings, but given the circumstances of everything that's going on right now, I am going to waive any charges today. So, that was not nice. So, if you would like to leave a tip or a donation, that is more than acceptable. The link to the PayPal should be in the description. Actually, I believe it is in the description. But let me pull up my menu. You are very welcome. There we are. So I have Reader's Special. That is for what I usually do for a donation up to $5. There is a multiple choice reading, which if you have a decision that you need to make and you're kind of split on your decision and you would like to have some guidance, there's that. 2 choices is $3. Anything more than 2 choices is $5. Past, present, future reading $5. 7-card spread $15. And Celtic Cross is $25. But these are all suggested donations and tips. We're not going to ask for anything be given at this time unless you feel so desired to. So, Donna, if you would like, you can Facebook call. Facebook username at STIOFANSEAMUS. That's at Stifan Seamus. So, as I'm waiting, we definitely can do it on here, Donna. We definitely can. So as we're getting set up for this, and Donna, I'm going to pull up that menu again. Just tell me what kind of reading would you like? If you can see that, I don't know if you can see that. I may need to change the text on that. May have to be something that I do for tonight's show. I stopped by the rock shop here in Paducah, and as of yesterday, they were going to be open. But they weren't sure how much longer they were going to do that. So they may be looking at shutting down like everybody else. It wouldn't surprise me. Past, present, future, absolutely. Here in a moment, I'm going to give some information as to the decks and books that I study and use. Don't jump out like that at me. Well, let's see, and let's get you 5. Yeah, nice. Both of my decks are Celtic themed, hence the name Stifan Seamus, hence the title lettering of the show at the top of the page or at the top of the screen. Okay, Donna, if you would please, 3 numbers between 1 and 78. Eight, 12, and 20. Eight, 12, and 20. I would normally be having music playing, but the program that I use to stream this to you all live is not wanting to recognize some software, so it's making it to where I am unable to play my music. It's okay. A little bit of silence won't hurt us, right? 8, 12, and 20. Okay. So the first card is 21, the world. Now, Donna, what kind of reading were you wanting today? Love, relationship, career, general? I mean, okay. I'm seeing a okay. Has there just been a recent like completion, like like a mastery. Like what comes to mind is a sort of graduation or celebration of some sort. I mean, that's kind of what stands out. It may not be those exact things. So 21, the world says this is a full completion of this cycle. Spiritual lessons have been mastered. It's a card of success, happiness, and fulfillment. Okay. Have you reached a milestone in that in learning the tarot? Maybe you just finished studying or really getting into one of the suits. Possibly the wands. Okay. because I mean, I feel you gotta understand it. That there are greater implications in trying to read and understand, right? And I know you know this. Sometimes you get to this point of looking at something and just really trying to figure it out. The Eight of Wands comes up as your present position. And so, I'm seeing that that advancement in being able to pull yourself into your current position with the tarot and with having your own page. But see, now and the card in the future position is card number 8, Arcana 8, Strength. So this is, that taking back your own power from yourself. Propelling yourself forward. This is an odd thing. This is kind of an odd reading because I don't have anything that just jumps out at me, which is odd. And I don't know if you get that from time to time, but I will get that from time to time, and it's just like, I'm not trying to make a reading be there, but at the same time, I'm trying to be mindful of what is there. But nothing just really stands out to me, which is, I mean, it's a very odd feeling. You know what? That's what it is. Yeah. Okay. So, we're talking about the world. This is reverse for you. I'm sorry. we're talking about the world, and this being mastery of spiritual things. So you've just went through this learning of tarot. And so on, and you're getting to the point where you feel comfortable. This is the Eight of Wands, and you're bringing down the stumbling blocks that were in your way. The wands, the Eight of Wands is saying that is starting to break down, and that this is a very forward movement time for you. It's still kind of a very patient time, and trust me, I know, because I'm having to learn that too right now. Oh my gosh. And then we have strength here that is just reminding you. This is not as much as a future card as it is a lesson. And strength is just reminding you to bear into yourself and hold on to that kind of passion that you have. Okay. Gosh, wow. I've never had a 3-card take that long to break. But, and Donna, it could be maybe with everything that's going on right now, how I talked about in the Archangel session earlier, that, that breaking away from what is external so that we can go internal. That message is as much for me as it is for everybody else, but it's also a message of need not fear too. Okay. So, just because, we don't have a very clear understanding of what's being laid out here doesn't mean that it's not there. So I'm glad that it makes sense for you, because I had one lady here a while back, and she was not happy because I couldn't tell her, and oh well. But if you'd like, I would like you to like my Facebook page, go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. I'll have to put a link to the YouTube channel. I don't know that I have a link to it in the description this time. Next time I'll try to be sure to put a link to my channel. But go to the YouTube channel and subscribe. That's also Guide of the Light. Almost everything should be Guide of the Light. I just try to make it easy so that everybody can find it. You're welcome, Donna. Send me some people. Give me a review or something. And I hope to be seeing you again in my live streams. Well, oh, you know, sometimes as a reader, you, of course, every time you hope that you can have a reading and you hope that the reading can go really well. But sometimes as a reader, you have to accept the challenges of not reading. Now, what does that mean? What does that entail? What that means is accepting the times that it just don't look like that there's anything there. And sometimes that is so hard to let go. Isn't it? I mean, it really is. Sometimes it's just like, but this person wants a reading. It's got to be there. Now, honestly, to be quite frank, it probably is. It really probably is. But for one reason or another, it doesn't show. And that could either be because of the querent or yourself. And heck, it probably could have been me. I had some issues. I was going to try to be on last night. And, well, I got a little frustrated. And I wasn't able to get on, and I couldn't figure it out. So I went to bed, and I woke up this morning, still kind of half agitated. I got up and done my morning stuff and all that, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go in there. I'm going to see what I can do. And see if I can't get this thing figured out. So I'll come in here and I start digging. Finally, decided to trust old Google, which right now I'm not even sure that I want to trust Google, but hey, we're going to just do our thing, right? And I typed in my problem, and what do you know? Right there on top, the first thing, the answer to my question. So, if I would have known it was just as simple as a Google search last night, Because what I ended up doing last night is I went to the page of the software company that I use, and well, that didn't give me nothing really. I found out how to take care of what I needed to take care of. That doesn't mean that I got everything situated the way that I want it to be situated. But it is done. And I am on today for now. So, that's a good thing. As always, I use 3 decks in my shows. And I'm going to kind of go over those at this time. While I got a little bit of time. By the way, like, subscribe, share, do the little notification bell thingy on YouTube. Whatever you got to do. This really cool guy's doing shows on YouTube, and we're stuck inside anyway, so why not? What a world. The first deck, which I know you all aren't going to be able to see these very well, but it is the Archangel Oracle card deck. This is the book. It's a little bitty book, but it's nice, and it's got the sayings of the angels on the front of the cards. And it's and they're nice. They're good. They're really good meditation cards, and that's why I like to start the show with them, because the meditation kind of gets us oriented, right? Gets us to where we can get focused and talk about what is coming up for us within a reading or whatever. The deck that I just used for Donna, it is a guide to the Celtic Dragon Tarot. So it's the Celtic Dragon Tarot deck. And this was my first tarot deck. The illustrations are very colorful, but cartoonish. But very, very loose cartoon. There's a lot of detail in the cards, though. And they do a couple of things, like the authors DJ Conway, and her artist Lisa Hunt. They decided to switch the swords and the wands elements. So the swords, instead of being fire, they're air, and the wands, instead of being, or excuse me, the swords, instead of being air, they're fire, and the wands, instead of being fire, they're air. And then they replace a couple of the cards to kind of fit the theme a little bit, but it's not a drastic change. It doesn't change the meaning of the cards any at all. But this is a favorite deck of mine. The Dragon, Celtic Dragon Tarot. So I do that. And then my other deck. And hello, Amaris Cunningham. Amaris Cunningham from YouTube, if you are still with me, I will do a message from Spirit for you. The other deck that I use, which this is actually like my favorite deck. Me and this deck like really get along. Don't know why, I just do. It's a heavy book. But this is the Celtic Tarot. The book is called Branches of the Celtic Tarot. This is by Christopher Hughes. And he breaks that down as well. So there's a couple of different things in there as well. He replaces pentacles with shields, but it doesn't change the meaning. But that, one of these days I'm going to have links for you all to click on to be able to buy those things. But yes, Amaris Cunningham, you may have a message from Spirit. Let me. This is the type of. This is the menu. I am not charging today, so if you don't want to charge, you don't have to charge. But. But I do have a PayPal account if you would like to tip or donate. That is available. What type of reading would you like done, dear? General message, absolutely. Okay. 7 cards, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for joining me today, Amaris. Are you staying well with all of the COVID, Corona, hoopla, shebang-bong? Listen, these cards, they keep on jumping out at me, and I don't like it. Amaris, could you give me 7 numbers between 1 and 78? 7 numbers between 1 and 78. So the question we're going to ask Spirit is, what does Miss Amaris need to know for her life at this point in time for her highest good? And just so you know, if you're watching now or if you watch after the video is uploaded, any money that I receive does go right back into this program. I am doing that because, well, quite frankly, I had rather get better equipment and stuff before I sit here and be able to say that I'm making a living. Because I want the experience to be as good as possible for people like you. But no, this is not PBS. Oh, I cracked myself up. So, that should be good. Okay. Okay. So, Amaris, you're laughing at my PBS joke, weren't you? You was laughing at my PBS joke. That's what that was. What am I going to do with myself? Okay. So, Amaris, I don't know if you've watched any of my shows and readings and so on. What I do is I read through the cards in the medium of note taking. Okay, so bear with me, and maybe if I can get my music to cooperate, there'll be some music, but I doubt I'm going to be able to. Yeah, it's just not going to do it, is it? No. Yep, the music's not going to do what it do. So I might get like really quiet for just, a little bit or whatever. But I want to assure you that I haven't forgot about you. You are in good hands. I'm sorry. Yes, this does take just a little bit of time. I'm trying to go as fast as I can for you. I can breathe. Okay. So, I know you're not going to be able to see the cards very well, but I'm going to do my best to display them at least a little bit. So, yeah, I know it's terrible lighting, isn't it? This is the position of the past. This card is the 0 major arcana. the Fool. So this is indicating that there was a starting of a new journey, a leap of faith in a direction, if you will. But there's been some judgment to it. This is kind of the things that kind of popped out to me when reading this card. That kind of peering behind you kind of look. If I could show you the card a little bit better, which is one of the things that I'm trying to work on getting, is trying to get another camera to be able to be like, okay, and here's this card. But anyways, in this card, this is the Celtic Dragon Tarot. You have the Fool. He's standing there, and he's standing in a path where the path splits. And in the background, you see this kind of elder dragon peering at him like, don't you go that way, don't you do that. And so, you know, I kind of get this feeling of a new journey has started, but because of that journey, there's been some uneasiness in around you for it, in that kind of judgmental, and it could be personal. It could be, you know, personally, you're kind of judging yourself personally, that why did I make this move, or should I have made this move, or something to that nature too. I kind of get that kind of feeling as well, but it's definitely kind of a feel of a leap of faith. So I hope that resonates with you. Do, do, do. That definitely could definitely be it. So the next part of the reading, I actually read two cards together, and it's the second and fourth position. Okay. I don't know if you noticed whenever I went and was doing my notes and so on, but I flipped both of these cards over at the same time. Hence the reason why they're up here. So, the second position is the present. The fourth position is, oh gosh, I know it. like the back of my hand, and I'm drawing a blank. Okay, and this is you. So presently, this is kind of a this is a moment where you're actually kind of feeling drained, possibly. And you feel like that maybe there's just aha. Just a bit of well, I can't think of what the word is that I'm trying to say. But anyways, that I feel like you're being drained. It's emotional drainage. But what this card wants to remind you is that there are positive forces at work around this situation. And then this is the Five of Swords, and this is the sword of conflict. Usually this shows up whenever there's conflict between two people, but I feel like that this is more of a personal conflict. And it's the one of the things that kind of jumped out to me was to remember to come from a place of love. Okay, so love for yourself, love for this new friend, whether whatever that may entail. Love for whoever may be judging you for having this new friendship with this person. But don't feel so conflicted about it. Because the thing about the Four of Cups is that you have we get so focused on the cup. If you ever see the actual deck, there's a spilt cup, and the Rider-Waite, there's also a spilt cup, I believe. And we get so focused on that spilt cup, which is the spilling of the emotions, or letting out a draining of the emotions. But we forget that there are two other upright cups and a third cup that's in the individual's hand. So, you got to remember that. Okay. And then the personal conflict there. And the personal conflict part of it may not be particularly like why did I go through with this, or why did I do this. More of a how much more can I deal with X, and X being whatever it is that's bothering you. Okay. The next part of this is I believe this is the near future, but let me check. Listen, It's been wild and crazy. Yes, it is the near future. So this is the near future, up to 1 to 3 months. This is the Eight of Cups. So in the next 1 to 3 months, you may want to find yourself take time to withdraw. You may even find that you are going to have to walk away from what doesn't serve you. So whether it's this new friend that doesn't serve you, if that's a toxic relationship, then you may not need to continue in that. If it's somebody outside of that relationship that is jealous or judgmental or what have you, it may be time to say, I hear you, but I got to do what's best for me in this place, and step back and step away and do what is going to be best for your higher self, because everything that we do, we need to be doing for our higher self. We got to remember we are spiritual beings in a human experience, okay? If we don't take care of the spirituality part of us, then how do we expect to take care of the physicality part of us? So, now, environment. This is card 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Environment. I forgot to put Eight of Cups up there. So, the environment card is 11. Justice. Talks about law of attraction. Fair and balanced results. What you put in, you're going to get out. Karmatic situations. So, this can feel like that it's a bit of a push and pull situation, where you think that you're doing something, but then one way or another it turns out to be a negative, and then another negative happens. Or it could be the opposite of that. It could be a very positive situation. It don't always have to be a negative situation, but it's the example that comes to mind. I'm just seeing a lot of that term fair and balanced results keeps coming to mind on this card. The law of attraction kept jumping out at me for this card. So this is a very give and take situation. From my point of view on this, anyways. The next card is Hopes and Fears. This is what you hope or fear will either help or hinder you in this situation. And it seems as though that you're hoping to use the powers of the universe to obtain the outcome that you're setting out for. And whether or not you know what that outcome is at this time, I have a feeling that you're not quite there as to where you're even at with things right now. But I'm seeing that this is a hope that you can be able to really rely on your faith, I guess, to kind of get you through. Faith doesn't feel quite like the right word. Belief doesn't feel quite like the right word, but that's where that's the area that this feels like. Yeah. And so, the last card. Now, I am going to forewarn, because I always do. I am not a fortune teller. I do not tell the future. Therefore, long-term future cards get a disclaimer.
Hello, everybody. We got a disclaimer now.
Yeah, it's one of those things, you know. So, the disclaimer is that the future is fluid. And just because we say that this is something that will happen doesn't mean that it will 100% guarantee happen. With that being said, this is not a negative card. This is a positive card. This is the Ace of... Okay. This is the Ace of Pentacles. So we're talking about new beginnings here. You know, they're very well, very much could be a hope for from this, whatever it may be, a financial start, financial project, a project that enables you to come into finance. It could be with this individual. Money may be a slight bit of an issue. It could be that you help them get started in their own project or in their own job, in getting them on their feet. that is also something that kind of, it's like right here I'm seeing, kind of almost visualizing this, you're helping them up type of situation. So keep doing what you're doing. I believe that if I had to pull a message from this, my message from it would be, she said she started an Etsy page. See? My if I had to pull a message from this, my message would be to keep moving forward. Don't hold back. Just because there's the few that may sit here and say, "Oh, what you doing that for that person? Don't you know they're just going to take you?" Or you may even be thinking that yourself. That really, honestly, I mean, with all the crap that's going on right now with the crisis and all of this, right now is not the time to be saying, sorry. Hold them up for a little while longer. Remove yourself from anything that doesn't serve you and your friend. So that you can, and your friend can, do better for your higher self. Okay? I believe that would be the message that is coming forth for you today. If you would like to donate or tip, there's a PayPal link in the description. Yeah, click on that sucker and send that this way. Let's see. Wow. I've been on for a little while. Cool. Please like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube page. Also, like Facebook. Honey, that's all that we need. We all need a little bit of hope once in a while. On Facebook, go on there and like me on Facebook. Also on Twitter, Guide of the LIGH1. I don't know why it changed it to that, but it did. Also, let's see. I'm on Twitch, but I don't have anybody coming up on Twitch. Thank you, Amaris. And what else? There was another announcement that I needed to do right now, too. Oh, another show tonight at 10:45. So if you have any family or friends that would like to have a reading, I will be back on at 10:45. I am presently asking for donations and tips, but I have a suggested donation and tip thing menu. It's it's up there. I need to put that into the description as well. I also have where we can arrange a in private reading. That information is available on Facebook. There's also a link to my website. That is guideofthelight.wixsite.com/home. On there, you can schedule a reading, and we will confirm with you. My schedule is kind of weird, so I will do what I can to settle up with you on a date to schedule. And everything. And yes, Amaris, you are very welcome. You as well. Stay safe and healthy out there yourself. Anybody else that is on here today, if there is, I will do another. Yeah, we'll do one more reading. Otherwise, we are going to call it an afternoon and come back to you. Actually, unless somebody just hops on, we are probably going to call it an afternoon. Our governor will be coming on TV here in just a moment, and I want to go and watch that. Hopefully we'll get some other things going here that's going to get more involved in everything. So I hope to see everybody soon. This is all that I have. I don't go anywhere to read. I just have the show. I just do the show. This is all that I do. But I do it for you. Again, tonight at about 10:45, we'll try to come on and be on and do this whole shindig again. Again, if you're watching this after the live show has ended, please like, share, and subscribe, and we shall
see you on the next live. Until then, this is Stifan Seamus, and I am going to step away. Good afternoon, folks. Y'all take care.